Hey everybody. Just to honor someone who has become an influence in my life uh, with music. His name is Tom MacDonald. He came up with something that has really affected me, and on a personal level. And I was trying to think of a way to honor the song that he brought out called "Withdrawal," because it hit me hard, both on a psychological level, physical level, mental level, and an extreme personal level of family and friends and stuff like that. Um, his song was called "Withdrawal." It had to deal with drugs and addictions, and I admire him for that. To expose his mental health and exposing things and be willing to talk about it with his fans and just being real. He's a Canadian. He lives in the States now. But I just want to honor him by letting him know that to believe him to believe in himself and the genre that he's doing. And you see, when I was 13, I was caught up into a martial art tournament. And I ended up getting hurt. My opponent did a flying cycle kick. So basically what a flying cycle kick is basically they flip forward and they bring like an axe kick down. Well, this was where he jumps and came right down on my shoulder, and it broke my collarbone. It also did severe damage to my back and the disc. So my doctor put me on Dilaudid, and I was 13. I ended up being on them from age 13 to about 18 or 19, something like that. And I started out with just taking like one every 8 hours, give or take. And before I knew it, I was taking like 5 or 6 every 4 or 5 hours. I was going through a bottle of 30 or a bottle of 60, I don't know, every week, maybe. I didn't realize how bad it got until my brother, who I'll just say has dealings with addicts and personal use. It's not something I like to talk about. Anyways, he confronted me about it, and he said, "Bro, you're addicted. You're a user. You're an addict." I got mad. I turned around and grabbed him by the throat, lifted him up with one hand by the neck, and just with a twist of my wrist, I could have just snapped his neck like a twig. It would have severed his spinal cord from the stem of his brain. And he looked down at me and he said, "Look what you're doing." He said, "This is not the brother I know. My brother would never do this." Anyways, I looked at what I was doing, and I stepped back. I went and got my pills, and I had about 4 or 5 bottles of pills there, and I think each one of them had like 60 pills or something like that in it. I opened up each one of them and I flushed them down the toilet. I locked the door and went to my room, and for 60 days, I went through hell. Withdrawals and illusions and delusions and pain that I thought I was gonna die. You know, I felt like my liver was gonna explode. It felt like my bladder was just gonna incinerate. It felt like my spleen was gonna just tear itself apart. It felt like my heart was gonna jump out of my throat and out of my mouth and slap me stupid. My brain was on fire. I was arguing with Abraham Lincoln about his policies. Seeing polka dotted pigs flying. Sounds like a bad acid trip, huh? I don't mean to make light out of it. I don't. It was like snakes were I was seeing snakes inside my skin, inside my arms, crawling back and forth. Bugs and worms crawling in my skin around my stomach, and as if they were let's just say it was a nightmare. I was trying to rip my skin off at one point. Anything to relieve the pain. Anything to... I mean, for 60 days, I didn't walk out of that room for 60 days. I didn't know if I was coming. I didn't know if I was going. My grandmother at one point turned around and opened the door and said, "You should go to the hospital." I said, "You should shut your mouth and mind your own business." And I slammed the door in her face. But I wasn't myself. I wasn't... Because if I was myself, I would have never done that. I cherished my grandmother. I did. Still do. God rest her soul, I still do. Was I the best grandson? No. Not even close. But she prayed for me and loved me just like she did all the other grandchildren. And coming off a 3-year binge or from 13 to 18, that would be 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. About 6 years of Delato's. Those who don't know what Dilaudid's are, they're basically synthetic heroin. In one of the lyrics he was using, or one of the choruses, where he was throwing up black acid or stuff that was, like charcoal. Yeah, that's an understatement of what happened to me. This song hit me on such a deep level. I'm grateful for it. Because it helped me realize that I can't let my guard down. It helped me realize that, yes, I'm off of Dilaudid's. I won't take a narcotic ever again, if I can help it. Do I hanker for it? Yes. Do I fight it every day? Yes. As hard or like every day, every second? No. When I'm in extreme pain, which is most of the time, but where it gets so bad where it cuts the breath out of me and I can't do anything with my wife or anything else. Yeah, it's like, if only I had a very low dosage of a very strong pain pill, maybe it would help. I mean, I'm not going to get addicted. Then I remember what I went through. I mean, doctors up here also tried to put me on Xanax and, those other things. And I did take them, and I went through withdrawals that again, because I seen where it was taking me. And my wife can tell you, it scared her, and it scared me. It petrified me. There's not too much things that I can say petrifies me. But it did. Now my body is failing me. I'm not as strong as I used to be. I can't do what I used to do. But I'm not gonna give up. There's no use to it. So yeah, Tom MacDonald, maybe you'll never hear of this, and maybe you'll never even watch it. And that's okay. But I'm just doing this to honor the courage that you have to put your depression and put your mental health and struggles into your songs and show your fans you're real. Please don't ever question the genre that you're in. It feels like I went 60 rounds with the devil. And, I kept getting knocked down. But I stood on the rock of my salvation. My wife and others wants me to sing this. I'm not sure if it's a rap. I'm not sure if it's a song, whatever. But they want me to put it out. They want me to put it on camera and all that. I'm not a professional. Probably never will be. But I just want to say thank you very much. Thank you so much for having that courage. Be blessed. And may all your endeavors take you where you wish to go. And remember, happiness is a choice. Make it a good one.